This is RaysGrid, a normal Minecraft world with 99% of all blocks removed. Despite its extremeness, everything is still possible. With the goal of this series to obtain every advancement, item, as well as mob. Watch the series from the beginning with a link down below, as well as learn how you can actually join us in this world. Previously, we looked at the new nether hub and the crazy farm which produced all these materials. We then went after a bunch of different advancements, including some tougher ones, which we got automatically while running the most productive farm in Minecraft, an automatic raid farm. Speaking of advancements, in this episode, we run into an advancement conundrum. So in order for everybody to get the next generation advancement, they do have to hold the dragon egg. We only have one dragon egg so far, the original. Let's go ahead and duplicate it using the falling block duplication that showed, and we'll get multiple of them so everybody can get the advancement. How's that sound? So we're over here at the stronghold where we have the entrance end portal. And I believe I have to drop the egg from 7 blocks above the portal in order for it to duplicate. Let's give it a try. Dropped it. So I did get it. Antonio got the advancement.
I have the egg, but the copy that actually was placed, I may have punched, so we're back to square one.
Oh, okay. Put it in your inner chest and come back again. So, okay, let me hop into the portal, then you drop them at that hole. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, somebody clicked it again. I just need to go to the point. For the third attempt, we gave one person the dedicated job of removing the dragon egg once it reaches the obsidian platform. Okay, so I'm going to drop it onto the fence post, and Antonio is going to break it off the piston. So I'm coming through. Now, give me one of them.
There you go.
Awesome. And then now you guys can duplicate that one and then give it out to the community. I will keep the original. Awesome. So now you guys can all get that advancement. You can actually complete the whole advancements for the end dimension. So leaving them to take on the coordinated task of producing more dragon eggs for the community, we went on to check out a pretty weird project at spawn. The guys are going to show us the update suppressor. Go ahead and check that out. Oh, nice. Right beside spawn. Look at all the warnings. Built by Dong, because I'm bored. Do not touch. Not stable. Keep out. Senji made this really cursed portal. It's a little teeny one. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, I wish they had these type of portals normally. It's so awesome. But yeah, what they got back here is a whole bunch of rails, and update suppression is something that's been in the game since the very beginning. I accidentally ran across it when making a really big portal using a third-party program, and then when you break it, the game wouldn't actually update the entire portal and remove it, it would still leave some of it behind. That's how all update suppression works. You make the game try to update a bunch of things all at once, and at some point it reaches its limit, and everything beyond that doesn't create updates, but still is removed by the player. So you could do some really cool stuff. Looks like we got some floating gravel here, floating sand. Very nice, guys. With night coming on, we were getting bombarded by phantoms. So why don't we put these phantoms to work in helping us? We went ahead and captured some phantoms. So we got a set of 2 phantoms here, here, as well as here. So hopefully we can actually get to this advancement we're trying to go for. That is 2 birds, 1 arrow, killing 2 phantoms with a piercing arrow. Okay, so we got a piercing bow. I don't know how low health they are. We'll give it a try. We do got a few of them here. Aim. Yes, I got it. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's amazing. Thanks guys so much for helping with that. We got another advancement. That was actually a pretty tough one. 2 birds, 1 arrow, killing 2 phantoms with piercing arrows. While we're in the mood for shooting things with the crossbow, we went after another advancement. So now we're going for the hidden advancement of shooting 5 mobs at once. And this is done with the crossbow that has the piercing. So we can go through all of them. The guy's got 5 mobs in there, and they gave them poison. Let's go ahead and see if we can hit them all at once. Yes, we got it. Challenge complete. Ballistic. Let's go ahead and check that out. So it was hidden, but then it popped up right here. Killed 5 unique mobs with 1 crossbow shot. That is amazing. Another advancement complete. Let's return your crossbow. Thank you for using it. Thank you for setting that up for me as well. While we were in the area, we checked out a unique farm build. Ooh. Lit says he got something automated here. What in the heck is this? Nether rack converter. Oh, wow. So you just place in the nether rack, because it does have to be placed in. And then the piston pushes it over. Where's your dispenser? I guess this is a dispenser that bone mills it. And depending on what type of nylium you have beside it, it will convert it over. And then it gets pushed over into a big, huge square. And then you could just take a pickaxe and mine it up with silk touch. and then you can get this stuff in large amounts. That's pretty awesome, because like people that want to do projects where they want to have the whole like floor, you can just come in here and get tons and tons of blocks. Now I guess underneath he has a hopper minecart that picks up all the items for you automatically. That's amazing. Great automation, guys. There is also 4 big new farms added, but we have to go into another dimension to see them. One of which will actually help us get some more advancement. Let's take a look at them from smallest to biggest. The guys made a magma cube farm. We're here out at a basalt delta. They got a big spawning space up here above the bedrock ceiling, so don't have to worry about other spawns interfering with it. We got a few different layers. All the magma cubes are spawning up here on these layers, and they're being attracted to the iron golems, sending them downwards. So they got a little thing that moves them all into the center, sending them all the way down here. So we actually have the player kill them. So we got to use looting, which is amazing. Let's grab our looting sword and just go ahead and swing at these guys. So killing these guys will give us the magma cubes, which is great because we need those for a few different things, including making the magma blocks. Pretty much making farms that other mobs can't spawn on unless they're fire resistant. So you can make like a pigment farm and those sort of things, or like a gas farm. The magma cubes are a lovely source of loot. Let's take a look at the chest. They got a whole bunch of hoppers underneath, picking up all the loot, putting everything into the chest down below. Oh my goodness. Look at all the magma. And they're even crafting it down to magma blocks. They got tons of it. Man, this should be plenty to make like a gas farm. Great job, guys. Really nice. And you also get XPs off of it. So that last farm was a public one, where this one here is at a secret location. There's actually a second gold farm using magma blocks, and this is actually a private gold farm. Looks like someone got, you know, their own personal projects, need tons and tons of goodies. Look at all the loot that they acquired, and they actually made it a full size one as well. They got 2 layers, the full surrounding the player. Got some little walk lanes so the penguin can come in and walk towards the player. Very awesome. Oh, they even got the bartering setup. This is just like my bartering bonanza. So they got the bartering right here. I really like that idea of having the bartering gold farm all in one. That way you don't have to then transport the gold to a second place to actually barter with. If it's done all in one, then you can just come in and grab the loot. This looks great. Let's fly around this thing. It's a great use of all the magma. All done, dong. Now the next one we're going to, I was told it's hard to miss when flying around in the nether. So we're following House Chicken. That's a project that they've been working on. So House Chicken got something here. What in the world? Oh my goodness, look at all the nether portals. That's amazing. Let's fly around this thing. Look at that, guys. We're putting in my mini underload. That's awesome to see. Make sure to take advantage of it before they remove this in future versions of Minecraft. Very, very cool. It's not completed yet. We're going to use a lot of obsidian to make it. So this will produce different types of nether mobs. I showed this video like 6 years ago. Depending how you set up or what biome you put it in. This one is placed into the nether waste, so we should get tons of pigmen, which would be great for a gold farm. That's amazing. And then just AFK above it. Looks like the AFK point's up here. Mobs will spawn in down below, and they'll immediately be teleported. You get tons and tons of spawns. Let's go into the portal and check out the loot. Portals are just big enough that we don't get other mobs. Look at that. They got the killing chamber on this side. So they decided to kill the pigmen by player means, so they get more loot, which is always an option. You can use looting, and that we get the gold ingots instead of just having them drop to their death. And they got a collection to collect all the items, so they can get tons and tons of gold. And we're going to try out the farm. Okay, so the guys went ahead and AFK'd the nether side, so the pigmen are all coming through. There's tons of them. If I go ahead and swing its armor stand, it's going to apply the sweeping effect of my sword to all nearby mobs, including these pigmen here. Also the looting supply to them. We get tons of XP. We're also going to get the looting effects. We get more ingots. And we killed tons and tons of pigments from the mini underloaded farm. This is amazing. Great place to get tons of stuff. The only downside is you need 2 players, one in the nether, one in overworld. Or you could do it with 1 player by AFKing in the nether. But then you just have to make sure there's no players in the overworld to despawn the piglins and have them drop to their death. Awesome job, guys. All the loot's being sorted over here. We got a couple of sorters for the nuggets, and they got 1 for the ingots. You can see that they are pulling out items, and they're all being sent down below. And they're eventually going to put them all into, looks like, shulker boxes, and then store them in large amounts down there. They could eventually be crafted into blocks or whatever they need. Man, this thing produces so many mobs. It's just insane. The last farm we're going to look at actually has a couple different ones, all in a critical location. This one's also going to help us get the next few advancements. So the guys found a cold biome, which is great. This is where we get our snow and also where we can produce ice and even collect powder snow with cauldrons. Mr. Chess has been working on ice farm. Oh, it looks so lovely here up in the sky. A nice little island. And I can see some cauldrons already over there. Let's go ahead inside. Nice little house, cabin out here in the wilderness. Let's go through the back door. Wow, that's quite the backyard. Got tons and tons of ice. That's crazy. Oh, and there's a goat. I captured a goat here. In order to find goats, you just have to find them like any other mob in the game. Hopefully they land on a block when all other blocks are removed. You can scoop them up. So they got Gary the goat here. Awesome. Let's take a look at the ice farm first. So here is the start of the ice farm. Up to use your own, down to get pickaxe supply. A lamp on equals there is a pick in the storage. Okay, so we got pickaxe and let's go ahead and hop in the farm and give it a try. So the idea is you just AFK holding your pickaxe in your hand with the left click button held down, aiming forward, and got tons of water here. The water is converted into ice because it's a cold biome. Tons and tons of ice using silk touch. And yeah, you do have to remember to take off your depth strider boots, otherwise you won't slide along. Ice is great because it's an easy way to kind of hold a whole bunch of water with you. So you don't have to carry around a bunch of buckets as they don't stack. And they have multiple rows of this. And yeah, said it's so big, you actually AFK with 2 players. That's pretty impressive. Take a look at it on top. Very nice. Got the amazing colors all about. And there is a lot of these rows. Holy muggers. So the ice follows the same route as the player and eventually comes on top of these hopper minecarts, which picks it all up and stores it. Let's take a look at the storage. Nice. So we should have plenty of ice, and looks like someone's been doing some axolotl breeding. Got a lot of these little guys in here. Eventually we'll want to go for that blue axolotl as we're trying to obtain all the different mobs in the game Minecraft. Over here in this quadrant, they have the powder snow. Let's see if we can grab some powder snow. Yes, we grabbed ourselves our very first bucket of powder snow. That is awesome. Let's see if we can get the advancement to do with powder snow. So what we need is walk on powder snow using leather boots. Let's go ahead and put these leather boots on. We got our powder snow with us. Place it down and let's walk on top of it. Hey, look at that, guys. Light as a rabbit. Another advancement completed. Walking on powder snow without sinking in. That's pretty awesome. Farm looks really epic here up in the sky. And also have a blimp over here, which has a nether portal on it. Very awesome place you got here. Let's go ahead and get the advancement to do with the goat. So they got a goat in a boat. And if we go ahead and hop in the boat with the goat. Hey, look at that. Advancement made. Whatever floats your goat. There it is. It's under husbandry. Get in a boat and float with a goat. That's pretty awesome. Oh, lovely. Thank you so much, Gary the goat, for floating with us. So the guys also got a temporary drown farm here. It looks quite massive, and they got a big spawning spot for the drowns to spawn in. And then I believe at daytime, the drowns just automatically kind of sink to the very bottom. So at the very bottom, they just sink down here, and the players can go ahead and kill them. Oh my goodness, there's a bunch of drowns. Look at all the tridents they've been throwing at us. All this is kind of fun. This is like a little mini game. Let's see if we get ourselves a trident. We do need a trident. Has anybody seen a drown with a trident yet? Oh, we got a drown with a trident. Got my looting sword. It also has a knowledge shell. Did he drop something? He dropped a knowledge shell. That's kind of cool. Oh, it did drop. Awesome. Let's pick this up. Hey guys, we got our first trident. Oh, that was so lucky. All thanks to the looting 3 sword. So now we have a trident. We can actually go for some other advancements, which are dedicated for tridents. Let's go ahead and get this thing enchanted and repaired. So back at spawn, we can add in another little mini farm. Cold biome means we get access to snow, and we can make snow golems, which produce infinite amounts of snowballs, which we can turn around and make more snow blocks out of. Another amazing block as a renewable resource. And with our new trident, we can get a few different advancements to do with tridents as well as lightning. First, we have to put the channeling enchantment on it. Put channeling on our trident. Let's grab a Unbreaking 3 book for our trident. Let's also grab a mending book. Mending book acquired. Let's go ahead and put this onto the trident. Channeling, mending, unbreaking. Okay, let's put on loyalty 3 so we can throw it, and I'll come back to this. Throw it. And it comes back. Awesome. Now we just have to wait for a rainstorm that turns into a thunderstorm. Waiting to get struck by lightning. Ooh, ooh, ow. So we got lightning storms. Now we need a copper rod and some villagers in hopes to get the surge protection one, where the villagers are protected from lightning using the lightning rod. Okay, so we got a lightning rod above the villagers. Hopefully they get saved and they don't get killed. Hey! Oh, we got that one. Okay, I don't think we were supposed to get that one. Uh-oh. No! So we didn't get the one we wanted. So let's go to some other villagers and see if we can do this properly. We got the advancement Surge Protector. Protect a villager from an undesired shock without starting a fire. Awesome, another one completed. So let's get the next advancement to do with the trident. Just hit some mob with it, and there we go. A throwaway joke. Throw a trident at something. A note, throwing away your only weapon is not a good idea. That is amazing. Another advancement completed. That is the last one to do with the trident. We're making great progress on getting all the different advancements. At the same time, we're collecting new items and mobs, all of which we'll display in a museum as well as zoo, so we can easily see the progress we're making just like we can in the advancements. You can help me continue the series by supporting me on Patreon or for free by just leaving a like. I will see you in the next episode of RaysGrid.